Let's get right to KPIX 5's Wilson Walker now, who is live in San Francisco.
Yeah, on California Street here near the Jewish Community Center, obviously one of the places affected by all of this. It kind of feels like you're standing at one little piece of a much larger story unfolding across the Bay Area, and now the country, just crossing my phone, Oklahoma City. So obviously something on a tremendous scale here. I can only speak to this one little spot of it. And the long and short of it is that this incident here at the JCC has kind of paralyzed the entirety of this area. Obviously, California Street is blocked. The next two streets down, really, in every direction. You can see the tape going back across, Presidio, which becomes Masonic here, and then down another block. So you're talking about several blocks of traffic affected, with streets blocked off. Muni obviously has stopped running the California route out this direction. So just the practical impact of this is very immediate and very real. There are a bunch of folks over on Sacramento Street who have been cleared out of the offices over here, kind of gathered at cafes, sort of figuring out what to do with the rest of their day. But just sort of a sense of calm. You can see one of the dogs, if Chris, if you want to push down here, there's a number of dogs that I've seen sort of walking around the area here. You can guess what sort of expertise these dogs might have. But again, this just sort of one spot that has just come to a halt here as these bomb threats kind of pour in across the Bay Area and beyond. Kenny?
In this picture, we're just seeing a few authorities. We see a few police cars out there as well. Give us a sense of how many officers are in that area.
Let's see. There's I think two cruisers down here at the immediate intersection here on California. There's a couple other cruisers back on the Sacramento Street side up there, which is also blocked. And then if you go down toward what is it? I guess that's Pine Street, the outbound street, a block south of where I'm standing. So if you think Sacramento to Pine with California in the middle, and then the sort of the two blocks either, or one block either east and west. So you've got cruisers kind of parked at all of those intersections. I believe they were setting up here comes the German Shepherd here along the cars here. I was told that they're going to set up maybe a command post over on the Pine Street side of this area. So yeah, more police kind of making their way over here, and a whole lot of parking enforcement now flooding the area, trying to get all the streets cleared off. Like I said, you're talking about, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe sort of a 5-6 block area here that's now been sealed off.
Yeah, let me clarify with you too, Wilson. You said that people in offices were out of their buildings, so it's not just the JCC, the Jewish Community Center. It's other buildings around there that are also on high-level threat.
Well, look, the San Francisco Fire Credit Union is right across California Street. It very much looks like that building would have, I'm almost certain that building has been cleared out. That's a pretty large, financial institution. They've been all moved out. Now, if you go back across Presidio here, there are offices sort of along that side of the street. Now, that street's closed too. I'm guessing some of the folks in those buildings have been pulled out. So if you kind of add up all the properties that are immediately sort of facing the Jewish Community Center here, they all probably would have been pulled out. Again, I go back to what I just saw back over on Sacramento, which is a lot of people standing around coffee shops, just sort of kind of figuring out what to do.
All right, Wilson Walker live for us in San Francisco right now in the Laurel Heights neighborhood.